You were at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for Orkinator, who says, rant about Billie Eilish and her brother Phineas O'Connell. Do you like their music? If you have no thoughts, maybe listen to a little bit of her debut album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? So, I've listened to some Billie Eilish. I had bounced around a couple of her tracks after Anthony Fantano reviewed her and gave her like a really good score, which was somewhat controversial because a lot of people seem to think she's like an industry plant or something, or was like, or is just like a curated star, whatever, you know. I don't really care about that kind of shit, whether it was true or not. I just care about the music. And I thought it was pretty okay. Like, it's not necessarily something that I would come back to, but I don't mind hearing it. Like, and I had listened to, like, I'm the Bad Guy and You Should See Me in a Crown, which is probably my favorite one she has because of the really dramatic fucking synths in the chorus. And, like, just sounding kind of sinister with the vocal modulation and stuff. And, like, the other song that she has that's, like, a little dance here that's, like, the opening track of the album. You know, I heard these songs and I thought they were all pretty good. I think that, you know, Fantano really loved those deep bass tones, and he's really into, like, that kind of sound. You know, like, just stuff that's kind of deep and guttural in a way. And so I think he really appreciates how, like, kind of dark the album feels in its tonality while still being, like, a pop album on a viable level. And, like, it really is. It's been on the radio, like, I fucking listen to 96X, which is a local radio station that plays, like, modern rock and alternative, and they stretch, you know, they play a lot of fucking Mumford & Sons, but, like, they play the Billie Eilish song. So I hear them in the car. Like, they are common enough to be on that level. You know, she's got tons of sponsorships and shit. She's becoming, like, a known person. Incidentally, You Should See Me in a Crown has a music video that's animated by Takashi Murakami, the same guy who did the It Girl music video and who invented super flat. So if you've seen the style, it's in all the Mamoru Hosoda films like Summer Wars and Girl Who Leapt Through Time, where, like, it goes into that super flat art style. You know, the guy who invented that, who inspired it in those movies, is also has done a Billie Eilish music video. So, and it's pretty fun. His videos tend to be a lot of fun. All his short films and shit are, like, very pop culture. They're very, like, entertaining and exciting and goofy. So, like, yeah, I like that music video and song. Not enough that I would, like, throw it on my iPod or anything. Her music is just, like, a little repetitive for me. It doesn't really have a ton going on. Like, it's very minimal. The sounds are all good, but, like, it creates this, like, close to the ear feeling, kind of. Like, everything has a very warm sound to it. She's kind of singing, like, almost in a whisper, and is clearly very close to the microphone and comes through very crisp over the beats. So, like, you know, all of the sounds are well manicured and very close to your ear, and that kind of minimalism can be really appealing, but, like, when it's applied to something that's, like, kind of repetitive, a pop song doesn't really have an interesting structure to it. Ultimately, it doesn't do that much more for me than a pop song, other than that it's somewhat aesthetically intriguing, and some of her, you know, choruses are sticky. Some of the hooks work. The one by one, or, like, I'm the bad guy. Like, those are good, you know? So I appreciate why Anthony Fantano likes the album, but, like, for me, I hit a few too many songs that I don't really care about, that don't stick with me that much, and I immediately lose interest. It's like, there are songs I would hear on the radio and not change the channel, but I'm not, like, excited for Billie Eilish as an artist, I guess, in the way that Fantano is. It's stuff that I respect, but it's not necessarily my cup of tea. I tend to like music that's very dense and overwrought and, you know, bombastic, I guess. So, yeah. There you go.